So what map is this?
Oh, this is Green Tooth Gorge. This has been around since the first game.
Mm.
This is like the classic map. Just 1v1s. Here I get a bit caught up on terrain, but it's like 0.5 seconds.
Minus 5 points for efficiency.
Yeah, no. Well, you got to be like super efficient immediately off the bat. Can't have any time off it.
And he doesn't go double scout, he just gets the marine. Standard.
Well, that's the thing. People think, oh yeah, triple shooter. That's what everyone uses. I'm going double slugger. See, you think, oh man, he's a noob, but the majority of Orc players do go the triple shooter because it's a lot easier than double slugger. Because double slugger gets kited like hell. Engagement lines are so hard, you know, engaging in the first place. So what I do is I go double slugger and a shooter on one side, because I'll have the shooter with the big shooter suppress one unit, and then the sluggers run in to rape them, and then I'll have the Warboss on the other side, knowing that they'll only send scouts over there. It's not really like the prime target, and I'll just use the Warboss to disrupt and just stop them from capping, basically. Be an annoyance. That's all I wanted the Warboss to be. Close in hard on the Apothecary on the left.
It's good he X'd that early. Otherwise it would have died.
Like, Slugger Boys usually get as many special attacks as Banshees. Also, notice on the right side that he's just got in a building, so I'm like, okay, you can be in a building. So I just run to the side where he can't shoot me, and I just wait for him to come out. And he comes out, and I'm like, okay, time to do this again, bitch.
This whole time is losing time.
I know, it's all about the time. I raid his power.
Yeah, you already blown it up.
The dude gets the sword, and he's healing. And then I suppress him, I think. I think I suppress him. I don't know. But he keeps healing. And I'm like, oh, shit.
And then he X's out when two of them are on him. And resume to kill power.
Yeah.
And you kill the scout almost.
Nearly.
And one power is fully powered up.
And here I got Space Marines coming in. And I'm like, no, that'd be engaging too close to their base. So I just hightail it out of there with the weak unit.
Yeah, those Marines are actually within heavy bolter range.
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic points.
And then I just cap on the other side with the Warboss. So all I'm using the Warboss for is disruption and capping.
So he's getting another Marine in reaction to this.
What I should have done is I should have suppressed the I charge for some reason.
Yeah,
I had too little health. Yeah, that was a really poor form. I get a few shots in. I was hoping to kill at least one model, but they just run away. And then they have another unit coming up. I kill one model, yeah, but... And then I just X everything out of there. I was really close to losing the whole slugger squad, so...
It's 38 health.
Warboss is still capping on the right side.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I get now. I don't think I get another unit until T2.
We shall make it so.
And he goes for flamers, and he's like, okay, they've raided our power. Time to raid this bitch's power.
Exactly. He's just avoiding the crit points.
But I do the proper rush now. I do the proper rush because I know the Apothecary's got the sword, and I can't kill the Apothecary. I'm like, okay, suppress the Apothecary, run past, target the Marines, and then I bring my Warboss down in a bit. Yeah, it's coming down now. Now I've lost a lot. Not a lot, but I've lost quite a bit of health. But I keep knocking the Marines down, and I get a model there, and I'm like, okay, that's good. Actually,
Definitely stuffed that up though. Like he ran them both together instead of splitting.
Yeah. If he had one behind the cover and one in front, that would have really fucked me over.
Yeah. You don't kill this, do you? Oh, no.
No, I don't. And then I go out and I'm like, okay, they've got some scouts capping around on the left.
Mm.
But I wasn't watching, didn't know. I thought like they probably got like
They do not have
Yeah.
shotguns. He invested his weaponry into his flamers, which were not used.
yeah. I know, every Marines player's like, okay, it's Orks, they're gonna do the blob. Let's just go Apothecary, heal anything that goes near the blob. Okay, I'm going tier 2, and I've got like a huge requisition and power advantage, because I've rated his power. I run his Marines here, because all I want to do is slow them up. And then there's a bit of pathfinding issues with the Slugger boys, and they run around a bit. Boom. I know Flamers don't do that much against me, I'm only a single unit. Just disrupt as much as possible. I'm like, okay, I'm losing a bit of damage, losing a bit of health from the Space Marines, because they've got decent melee. I mean, they're not great.
And that whole time you've decided to use that spot again for the big shooter, taking the power down again.
Yeah, so I run the Sluggers around, because I think there's a, I thought at the time, there were Marines there, like, that were coming up for the power, and they're not. So my shooter boys just stand there doing nothing. And then my Sluggers are coming up from behind, while I'm building a Death Dread. Now this is and I know I won't be able to take the Marines this time, so I'm like, okay, time to take their power. If they two can play this game.
And
you
he
notice,
also got a Devastator.
yeah, you notice I was able to beat him with 2 Sluggers and a shooter when he had 2 Marines, a scout, and an upgraded Apothecary. Just by, you know, a few mistakes he made and rushing at the right times. Watch the Devastator. It just gets I suppress it, run in with the Sluggers, and then boom, boom, squad wipe right there. Like if you Sluggers, it's hard. Like they can't fight a blob, but if they can get an individual unit soloed out, then bam, they're dead.
So how that worked? Did you turn on the anti-suppression with the slugger, or did you just suppress and then run straight
I
in?
suppressed with the big shooter, then ran in with the Sluggers. I didn't actually see the Marines retreating down that route. If I ran down, I probably could have got like 1 or 2 models, but at this point it was all over.
Yeah.
I had the weird boy going. He's running around here. It was pretty cool. I just like charge in on the Apothecary, and I'm just slapping him.
Can you do any melee?
No, he can't.
No.
It's surprising though. His ranged attacks hurt vehicles. Actually, do a decent amount, like 50 to 100 damage or something.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. And that's it. GG right there.
GG.